everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Big D's and Liam's Custom Garage. It is Thursday. We're doing Wednesday's episode on Thursday. I almost said Thursday's episode. That almost came out weird.
Same difference.
Yes, but anywho. So on today's video, as you guys know, we are going to be painting Liam's new wheels for Project Void. But before we dive into that, we got a quick cover of something. We are for sure going nitrous motor with Project Dark Sin for now. We're still building the LS53 truck motor, twin turbo motor. But that is going to take forever and be drawn out and all that stuff. So during that process of building that motor, we still want to be able to go out, have fun, and enjoy ourselves. So the 350 that we just spent all that time building for you guys is going to be coming back apart.
We probably won't go into as much detail as we have before when we build it.
Yeah, basically this rebuild is going to be highlights because we went over great detail with it the first time. This one's going to be highlight
We'll
video.
kind of pepper it into other videos or something like that.
Yes, basically the Eagle rods that we showed you guys originally when I got them back in like episode 2 or 3. Those are now for sure going in the motor. I sent the dished turbo pistons back to Summit this morning and got the flat top turbo pistons on their way. They should be here within the next 2 days, also with their new rings. So we will have the bottom end components. I'm going to be ordering a new cam for it also either today or tomorrow. We are going much bigger cam. The cam is kind of a offset kind of cam. The intake and exhaust do not match on their lift. They are slightly different. The exhaust has a higher lift than the intake. The exhaust lift on the new cam is 509. And the intake is like I think it's 475 or 476, somewhere around in there. We are going to be switching the intake manifold to a Victor Junior style. We are going to be switching to a plate style nitrous system, not a Folger system.
Now, you didn't say how high that would go.
The new intake manifold, which is kind of a straight runner design, will probably sit, I don't know if you guys can see it off camera, probably going to sit about 3 inches taller than the intake that's on it now.
Plus the nitrous plate.
Plus the nitrous plate will, actually the nitrous plate will be the same thickness as this one. This is a 1-inch spacer plate. The nitrous plate will also be a 1-inch, but it will be an open plenum design. This is not an open plenum. This is a 4-port. This open plenum is basically all this will be cut out and just open.
Yeah.
And the nitrous spray bar comes right across the center and shoots straight down into the intake with a fuel and nitrous mixture. So we will be going full nitrous. Probably going to start out fairly small on the jetting at first, probably somewhere around like a 150 shot, and see how that goes. Transmission's going to still be the Turbo 350. We will be fully building that. It'll have reverse valve body / manual valve body, which is really cool. I've never had a manual valve body automatic before, but basically how a manual valve body works is you basically are going to have a stick shift without a clutch.
essentially being a sequential shifting automatic.
Yeah, you literally have to shift every gear like you would a manual
Yeah.
when you're driving it, but you don't have the clutch. The torque converter takes care of that part. So it's actually kind of cool. You know, you just get to run the gears all the time.
Turn your cars and pretty much turn your car into a sequential shifting
Yes.
car.
Basically, yes. Can't miss a gear.
Yeah. Ratchets up and down.
Yeah. So we're gonna have a fully built automatic sequential transmission, basically. So that's gonna be cool. Still gonna run the 373 gears in the rear. Still tubbing it. Still small tiring it.
Yeah,
All that. None of that's changed.
Just the powertrain.
Just the powertrain.
Main powertrain.
Yes, the main powertrain is going to change again, only temporarily. Probably only going to be next 6 to 8 months. We'll be running this motor in the car, and then once the bike is paid off and some extra money's freed up, then we'll get started on the build of the LS. And then once it's done, then we will do the conversion. So, yeah. And we'll also still be using these headers, but we're going to, in a very soon video, going to be removing the smog tubes and welding up those holes, grinding it down flush and repainting them to where you guys will see it'll look like they were never there.
Yeah.
So, okay, so that's a basic coverage of all that. You guys are going to get to see us rebuild the 350. We will get into depth on the heads because this time we will be changing the valve springs, valve seats, valve retainers, valve locks, stuff like that. So we will show that. No, we are not changing the valves, and we are not changing the valve seats themselves. We are not going bigger with those. Those are fine in this. They are seating fine. There is no air leakage. So we're good in that department. There's no reason to change those. We're just changing the valve springs to match the larger can. And we might possibly be having to change the bottom timing gear to a multiple keyway adjustment style gear.
Hey everybody, this is the voice of Liam. Seems like we've lost some footage, but don't worry, the episode is not over with. We're going to continue with the rest of the episode, painting the wheels for the MX-5. Here we go.
everybody. Welcome back. As you guys saw, we pretty much got the wheels done. They still need one more coat, but other than that, they're finished. They came out really good, in my opinion. I think they look fantastic. So, but so we got those done. What were we doing on Monday? Oh,
don't forget Saturday.
Oh yeah, there's Saturday. Yes, we got Saturday's live stream, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here on our YouTube channel. Car Talk and Other Things with Big D and Liam. Come over and join us for that. Remember, guys, you don't have to. It's not like a call-in thing. When we say get involved, you literally type like you would back in the day on a chat room type thing. You type in, we read it.
There's a live chat. You can get involved.
Yeah, it's a live chat. We read it, we answer it. It's very simple. We get conversations going that way. It makes it more enjoyable for us and for you guys. So, again, please come and join us on that. Monday, we are going to get started on the break-in stand for this motor when it's done the second time. Yes, we're taking it all back apart, but she's going to be one wicked nitrous motor. Now, I will say this. Because of funds, the motor will be in the car running and driving before the nitrous even goes on it. The motor will be completed. We will be running, driving it, and enjoying it. And then I got to save up a little bit because for the nitrous kit, it's going to take like 2 or 3 of my checks. So, yeah, she'll be running probably without nitrous for a good 3-4 months. So don't get excited for that thinking that it's going to have nitrous on it from the get, because it's not. It'll be set up for it internal wise, but external wise it won't have it on there. So yeah, and yeah, we're going to start working on the stand. Also going to have new parts coming in for this, so we'll hopefully be doing some kind of highlight stuff with this. We're not going to do a full coverage like we did last time. It'll be kind of hyperlapse, but probably even more faster than that, because you can do that. So, but you guys, in the end, will get to see the completed thing, and it'll get broken on the stand before it even goes in the car, because we're smart like that. So,
We want to get it dialed in before we.
Before it goes in the car. It won't be dynoed, but it will be
set up so it actually runs smooth and everything.
Yeah, the timing will be set. The throttle springs and ignition springs and the timing for that proper throttle wrap. Because me personally, I don't like hesitation on my motors. I like that instant freaking.
Yeah.
Like
we might take the car to a dyno eventually and get it rejetted or get it carburetor tuned and everything like that.
Yeah, I'm really good about dialing them in, but for like dyno purposes, it definitely has to go to a dyno that has a good, outstanding tuner that can also tune and do the dyno work at the same time. So I'll get it pretty damn close, but the dyno will finish it out. She'll still be fun. Transmission's going to be a blast. I mean, I can't wait to drive it. Only bad thing is, if you guys have ever ridden in a car that's an automatic with a shift kit in it, you think a shift kit snaps your neck back? You wait until a manual valve body automatic is being shifted between gears. You don't notice it as much when you're on the track because you're going fast and you don't feel it. But when you're just cruising, going, bam, you know, you're going to feel it.
Yeah.
So, probably going to want to get used to driving with our heads rested up against the headrests. All right, that's going to do it for today's episode. We will see you guys on Saturday. Please like all of our videos. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, look at that button right down there below you on the bottom of that screen and tap it. It says subscribe. Hit that. Then there's a bell over in the other corner. In that corner.
Yeah.
It's in one of the corners. Anyway, tap that. When you do that, every time we upload a new video, you get instant alerts on your phone. It also will let you know instantly when we go live on Saturdays. So remember, tap that bell. Okay? We will see you guys on Saturday, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm Big D.
I'm Liam.
And we're out.